the rise, like, do I think that I'm confident enough to go for the Kog'Maw? He throws down the gauntlet. He says, yes, I can do this.
Does it. It's time to duel.
Abusing the power of level 1 Jace because he has both hammer form as well as cannon form there. So getting a cheeky peek in, placing down some vision. Get Bebe down there.
Oh, but they look to have found Condi. He gets caught by the cocoon from the far side as Let Me collapses and Condi goes down. First blood, RNG.
Da 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 da! It's Kled.
Yep, and you know what?
Zenith Blade first, he cleanses, but he's True Shot Barrage from downtown as WE turn this into a fully fledged fight. Somehow, Shia is able to get into the back, but Let Me follows him up before turning on to 957. That's yet another kill. 5 members of RNG show up to take up 2 kills.
They are setting it up incorrectly and taking extra time, whereas that extra time just allows Team WE to continue to get gold on their necessary carries.
Oh, they're collapsing onto Xiaohu! An excellent knock-up disrupts the Realm Warp. WE pick up that kill.
And you know who else should have been there, Frostgurn? He was supposed to be on board, and it just went up against him.
I'm on board, Raz.
Ended up under the tracks as Xie gets caught in his own jungle. Very cheeky play from Ming and Uzi to net that kill. So a kill for Rift Herald. His ultimate, but he does have a lot of damage with that Black Cleaver Tiamat. 957 turns onto the Dragon. Bebe at half is going to have to go for a Miracle Steal. The Cocoon, he gets in. Condi, however, secures it. Let Me in the back line, pulls Ben forward, but will get knocked off the Kled as he drops Ben. They continue to chase forward. Mystic has been caught and will go down to Uzi, who continues to chase forward with Xiaohu.
Kled is ridiculously so tanky, and it's given enough time for Xiaohu to run away with
Oh,
it.
957. At the cost of his own life, he gets 1 kill in revenge.
That was a major win from RNG. The entire play.
Kind of what we're talking about. Like, immediately, they will always turn towards this objective.
Ben is right there. He's still got no smite. Oh, but Ming over the wall chases and CC locks him down. Baron is secured, and they manage to kill Ben. RNG are 10 play, brings the minion wave under the turret. They try to force it, but will get cast in. Suddenly, WE look like they want to take this fight, but 957 drops regardless. Ben is firing shots as True Shot Barrage goes down, and the inhibitor will fall. Xiaohu forces this base.
No one gets more excited about minion manipulation than I think Dom Roamer. Like, that was intense.
I mean, they just broke their ankles at that point. They were able to move up, right, left. They go straight to the mid lane with about 6 minions on top of that. That was a cannon creep wave too. So. Yeah, they're going to go on towards this top lane tower, and I mean, it's going to be hard for WE to hold on to this.
Yeah, they're bringing those minions in. Uzi will break down that turret so fast. Shock Blast finds Ming, and he just walks it off as another inhibitor falls. And oh, I love this so much.
That's a super minion one, too, actually.
That's, they're actually getting a lot of damage down onto Ming while Uzi fires onto the turret. Finally, with it down, he can turn onto the members of WE, but Let Me is buying so much time. They drop onto 957. He goes down. Xie is snared and is able to escape with his life, but only just. But Uzi has turned onto the Nexus turrets. He's not even going to wait for that final inhib, which was cleaned up by Let Me. The first Nexus turret goes down. The second follows shortly thereafter. This is going to have to be a heroic defense.
Mystic is doing absolutely no damage. Uzi is just going ham on the man, and that's game over for RNG. RNG takes game 1.
Yeah, that is the Nexus falling, and RNG have defeated the other #1 team. And Uzi, look at the calm and collected guy. He just smashed.
Along with the pick that he gets here.
Ooh, and Talia is the answer from Xiaohu. Very exciting to see that one picked up. Anytime Jace leaps at you, you just drop. Get that experience early on, but doesn't look like WE are going to fall for it. They're falling back, playing safe.
Okay, Raz, you're our resident Talia expert.
Good TP ward for 957. Stealing a good amount of XP.
Here we go.
But RNG are actually the ones who forced the fight. Condi is caught out by a very level 6 Ming. He drops as Bebe gets first blood.
And you can completely understand the plan there, but unfortunately...
Ben is taken by surprise as he shields himself up, but will it be enough? He flashes back. Let Me pursues. Flash. Slam into the ground. And now 957 drops the cast to answer back. 1-4-1.
But as a general point, they were able to get a point for Let Me to just focus in on that play.
Here it comes.
Xiaohu's on the way. Oh no, he split Bebe away. He leaps over, but Ben is pinned against the wall. They arrow onto Bebe. Mystic gets flung back, and Bebe gets that kill. Pinned against the wall like a squid in a barrel.
So they finally get Donald Trump bottom. He builds his wall. He cuts them off. They take the tower.
That's all for the wave. They see the Gragas and they want this man.
Oh, they pin him back against the wall. Gragas can body slam if they stand in front of him, but he's not even going to make it close. It was mobility instead as Xiaohu gets yet another kill.
Yeah, kill over to RNG. Right now they're going to be going for the tower. Let's see who gets there fast.
Might be answered back. He front flips over the minefield right onto
Xiaohu,
who misses. He flashes, tries to fire another
God.
shot, but will get one in answer. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Letme's working on this turret.
What a nice outplay coming out of Xie, because that should not have gone through.
Where's the fight? That's a lot of damage from Xiaohu. A hook catches 957 as Bebe leaps forward. There's the wall on cooldown. Xiaohu's right in there, but he's silenced. He does not have enough. Mystic gets off of the minefield in time, and that is nobody on WE dying, but they've dropped Xiaohu, even though their health bars
Have vision, you can't get picked.
No. Quick leap from Bebe gets him back, but the arrow follows up. Ming can only stall it out for so long against 4 members of WE. It's not enough. Xiaohu's there in the back, but it is too little too late. 957 catches him all alone, and suddenly Xiaohu.
I don't know. It's more so that they were able to get their early game off, but hold on. Condi.
And he repels up. Luckily, the rest of his team collapses. They turn onto Bebe. Xie follows up, and a quick slam dunk turns it into a kill. Ming will almost die to the static field. It's volley from Mystic that locks it down. Redemption tops Xie off as Uzi takes a hit, but that's turn onto Baron. Here comes RNG. Do they have what it takes to stall this out? Weather's Wall and True Shot Barrage is not enough, and WE just walk it off.
That was a very
Vision. RNG are aware that this is happening. What the flash engage onto Xie. How's that for poke, he says, as he runs for his life. Xiaohu can't follow, but he does not get out in time. Xiaohu gets the kill.
You see how much more effective it is when you just press the go button? Like, I understand.
Getting onto the turret, Mystic is able to fire out a volley to clear out some of this, and 957 is holding onto his cast.
And
he forces it. Uzi gets knocked back in. A huge play from Mystic and 957 to set that up. With the main damage source, a hook to the wall. He's trying to make his way around as Xie on the fresh respawn says, remember that thing you did? Well, have some back.
And he got the red buff on top of that. Xiaohu is just trying to answer with this mid lane. He's actually in a pretty good position to trade and push on forward for the next one. But that would mean that they would lose out on the Baron.
But
Yeah,
look at where
Bebe's waiting in the back.
Yeah, Bebe is. And you can see 957, he's hunting, he's trying to find the Kha'Zix.
Drop Barrage, but it's too late. Baron is picked up and suddenly Bebe is locked into the pit. He goes down. Meanwhile,
Waves. They're just going to go in, a little bit of a brute force, but they're going to get it.
That's the brute force we were looking for. Ming is going to try to slow down 957, but he's so tanky as everyone is just being knocked up. The damage is traded. They managed to drop Bebe, and that's another kill onto 957 answered back. WE are moving as a collective unit. They've killed Xiaohu as well. Uzi's in the back, but he's on the wrong side of this.
They're just going to go for it.
The minions are getting for the Nexus turret, and WE could look to end the game right here. Xie is working on the damage to those turrets, and he will be able to crack one, but the 4 members of WE got to back away for just a bit.
Yeah, so the rest of RNG did heal up. There is no reason for the rest of WE to look for this, but they're going to go for it anyways.
Uzi's trying to heal up, but he's running out of time and he's running out of health. Ming takes a huge hit from Mystic and gets demolished. It's now or never. 4 versus 2. True Shot Barrage is going to do nothing to stop them from getting on the Nexus turret. WE take game number 2 over RNG, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to an ace match.
And you can see the clear difference stylistically between these two teams. When Team WE find their victory, it's literally at 30.
You can see how effective he can be. Sure, he does so much damage, but then you look to how much pressure he's creating towards his back line. So that's something that we'll have to look towards in Xiaohu. As a general point, just going through, you don't want to have that ramp up. That's a point that WE learned from game 1, is just trying to find with like a very limited bridging option.
Used.
That Scatter the Weak saved his life.
No! Level 6. Wait, the shield's about to wear off.
I think he's dead.
Handoff keyboard. Oh, first blood.
You can see it on Xie's face too.
Behind Mystic, and Ben actually completed a recall. He gets some more harass. Mystic is so low. Bebe goes in, proccing aggro, and will get that kill onto Mystic.
There's nothing you can really do right there. The fact that he was able to stay so close to the wall, get underneath the vision, it's just frustrating.
Oh, Condi's there, and Bebe's dead. That was a little unlucky.
Yeah, and Ming's too far low, so this is not going to turn in.
Already dropping some Dark Spheres as Mystic is there as well. Letme completes the teleport and does some damage to the minions before going in, but the turret drops. 1 versus 5 is not enough. Xiaohu Hemoplay gets a lot of people, but there's just no follow-up. This is onto Letme. He hooks himself back to safety and gets pinned, but not enough damage to break through Spirit Visage on that Nautilus. They will pin him down. He's got the power unleashed. The full combo is not enough. He turns it around. The turret falls, but Xie trades his life for it. 957 now trying to get away from Red. Huge 4-man Hemo Plague. Shie is not able to Zhonya's in time. 957 tries to separate this, but a lot of AoE is being dished out. Shie is firing these shots with Mystic, but it is not enough to break through Xiaohu and Let Me. They will hound after WE, even though the hook misses. A bubble turnaround as Xiaohu gets bursted by Mystic. The first death of the fight, but certainly not the last. As another stun follows up, Ming goes down. Uzi flashes the wall to escape as Let Me drops, but Uzi is the sole survivor with Bebe. They are running for their life, and Mystic will let him off with a warning.
But now the question is, what do Team WE want to take with this advantage?
I mean, that was just a massive turnaround, and they're already pinging on towards that Baron, so that's the play that they're going to be looking for. What a fantastic setup from Ben to be able to get the bubble to turn around. The damage was not coming through from Mystic. He was just hitting a wall on that Let Me, and so that bubble, that was really all it really could have happened. So right now, Uzi's trying to answer. Baron for inner bottom lane turret.
Yeah, force the trade. He's actually going to go for the blue buff instead, but WE taking the Baron 25 minutes in. They're now 3,000 gold ahead and feeling.
Vladimir is in a bit of a bad position. They don't have enough to be able to take the Nexus turret, so that just means they're shifting focus towards the mid lane.
They're still moving forward to the next inhibitor turret, though. Baroned up minions are rushing in. They take a few shots, but a fully topped off RNG are ready to fight them once again. There's no sign of Xiaohu just yet, but Shie destroys Uzi and removes him from the map. The first the second inhib turret goes down, and now they're onto the next structure.
And that's all they needed there. Uzi going down. Xiaohu was not available. He was trying to be cute, and this could be the game for W immediately. A lot of damage being taken out.
Their blue trinket is on the other side of the map, and WE will force the fight. Oh man, Ming gets demolished. It's actually Ben who gets that kill. Stun will miss, but that means that the Baron has been halted for now. They've lost a lot of health though, and Bebe's at half.
Yeah, and Xiaohu was looking for a flank, not going to be able to do it. And look how much time. I mean, they're going to be able to burst this, but they can actually hold on to this even when RNG is looking to threaten because of that bottom wave once again. It keeps creeping up on them.
Yeah, it's now pushing onto the inhibitor. A super minion is going to do a lot of work. Someone has to answer. There's even a minion wave up top looking for that inhibitor. It's Recall now out of Let Me. He's got teleport, and it looks like WE have given up this Baron for lost.
Yep, RNG, the fact that they're throwing the white flag, that they pulled KazaLoLLCShighlights back into the base. They're not going to try to look for the smite contest.
Damage on the Mystic, but Uzi is separated from the fight. That's the knockup. Mystic is still alive. Xiaohu does not finish him off. He doesn't have pool just yet, so he's trying to cut it out, but drops to Shie. Uzi, in the meanwhile, is firing at 957, now turning to Condi, but the Sonic Wave gets it. Condi's in the back line. He's snared down, and Uzi is stunned. Ben follows up with another. 957 executes Uzi. That is the ace. His Guardian Angel is popped for Let Me.
That was massive from Ben, and they were able to wipe them off the map completely. This is WE set.
They turn it on to the Nexus turrets, and WE have done it. They are now the best team in the LPL.
80 carry, 2017. That's all I have to say. Uzi threw like 15 auto attacks and couldn't get through either Gragas or Condi. Meanwhile, Mystic was just running amok in the backline, deleting everyone.
He almost died in that last fight.
Place your bets on more than 15 esports games. Deposit and withdraw easily using many worldwide payment methods. Place your bets live while enjoying the game. We offer 24/7 support and bonuses for every new user. Bet now on ArcaneBet.com.